You want to preach, brother? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I got up on them days. Yeah. But it's on the days. Yeah. Before Sunday, something get paid. Not free. Always stacked up, huh? When you get- when you get pushing, you always go. You got 100. That's right. So, I don't know. I say the first seven, they put on $70. I need to be like 7. That's for us. Yes, for me. No, it's
I used to just go ahead and give up that 70 right away just to get capping on my back. About, don't call me about the paper money. You got the paper money.
right.
I hope this thing come out right.
That's what I said.
I hope this thing come out this way. Or some of this sort, you know, whether it's a cheese thing,
Right.
what kind of thing it is.
It don't look like it's pretty.
Get some normal hours when you see restaurants on Sunday. So I'm gonna try to get some normal hours on the rostrum on Sunday. 2 to 4 at the latest.
Yeah.
I got some people calling me up, you know, that I put down on this. You know, call me about it going so long, you know.
You can't be control of people. It really is. You know? It's like standing outside the shower telling me I gotta get in, I gotta clean my hands. You know what I mean? Shit, I know I am. Everything will get swept out, though.
I mean, you know, if you are using liquid alcohol or whatever, stop using alcohol. You come to the just keep like you do.
Yeah, from his gut.
All of that shit. I don't care if you go to the gym or not, you still want to go back. Whatever you want to do, you gonna do it. Even like you do, you jump. But you don't make a decision. What's going on? You said that you don't do that, or you can jump.
Not a decision.
Like that.
That's what it said. You'll make it better.
I'm sure you will. place for it, yeah. So the lines we have, you know, it's about to be the way the way. We'll go get it quick. Then the rice. The little soup. Salmon, right? Rice. Everything you want to do is be sincere. Another thing I should. Let the play suit here? Used to let it play suit all the time. Just out the one. You with practice now. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I need to take that for sure.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
The most holy name of Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. We forever thank him for his coming and for his raising up in our midst a divine leader, a divine teacher, and a divine guide in the personage of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad the last and the greatest messenger of Allah.
Yes, sir.
So it is in their two great names that I would like to greet you once again, my beloved black brothers and sisters, in the Nation of Islam's greeting words of peace in the Arabic language, which is indeed the original language of the original black man.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, for those of you, and there should always be at least a few, who are unfamiliar with the words Assalamu alaikum, they simply mean, when they are translated from the black man's language of Arabic into the white man's language of English, peace be unto you. And as we teach at Muhammad's Temple number 15 every Sunday,
Right.
if you, and there should always be at least a few,
Right.
who are believers in this book called by the white man the Holy Bible,
Right.
but called by the black man the Poison Book.
Right.
You say, well, I'm a black man and I don't call it the Poison Book. Now, just a moment now. How black are you?
Come on.
I'm not going to ask you how man are you, even though we in Atlanta.
Mm.
But I am going to ask you, how black are you? When I say called by the black man, I mean the most honorable Elijah Muhammad from Master Wallace Farad Muhammad,
Right.
called the Poison Book.
That's right.
If you who believe in this book, who believe that it's not poison, but is all holy and all the word of God, if you would turn to Genesis chapter 43 and look at the 23rd verse, you would see that the way the prophet Joseph greeted his brothers was by saying to his brothers, peace be unto you.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, all of us know that the prophet Joseph did not speak the white man's language of English.
Right.
Even those of us who are foolish enough to believe the prophet Joseph was a white man,
Come on.
you still don't believe the prophet Joseph spoke English. Talk black to me.
Come on.
So if the prophet Joseph said what is translated into the white man's language of English, peace be unto you, what did he say in the language that he actually spoke? Now we assume that the prophet Joseph spoke the language of Hebrew.
Right.
Who is the we that assumes this? The black man who is buried in the graveyard of this book, the so-called Holy Bible. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the Bible is the graveyard of the black man.
That's right.
I want you who are hooked on alcohol.
Come on.
I want you who are hooked on drugs.
Right.
I want you who are hooked on the various things that are destroying your lives among our people. I want you to just think for a moment.
Come on.
Your life is that of one dead and buried in a grave.
That's right. Go ahead.
You're dead in your head and you are buried in the grave of ignorance, immorality, and sin. I'm not saying this to insult you,
Come on.
but take a look at your life.
Think about it.
Your life has been destroyed, and it's not been destroyed by your own doing.
Come
Talk
on.
black to me.
Go ahead, brother.
Some might say I'm making excuses for you.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm not making excuses for you. When you say I'm making excuses for the black man, you are making excuses for the white
Go
man.
ahead. Make that
Talk
plain.
black to me.
Make that plain, brother.
If you're an alcoholic, a drug addict, a pimp, a hoe, whatever you are, if you're that in America, how is that your fault?
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Jeez.
This is not your native language.
Yes, sir.
English is not your native language.
Yes, sir.
Christianity is not your religion.
Go ahead.
And this book is not your book.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Keep hard, brother.
When you got a cat hooked on heroin,
Come on.
if a cat is hooked on alcohol, if a cat is smoking weed in a dog kennel, how in the hell is that the cat's fault?
Make
Talk
that plain.
black to me. You can only blame the cat for what the cat is doing in the cat's litter. Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
A cat eating bones and dog biscuits instead of fish,
Sir.
instead of tuna fish. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You can't blame that cat for the condition that it's in.
Right.
Talk black to me. How can you blame a black man whose fathers were kidnapped by the white man, brought to America, enslaved and oppressed by the white man for nearly 500 years for the life that he's living? Every black man or woman that's living a halfway decent life is a miracle in America. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Go ahead, brother.
It is with this book that your life was destroyed.
Come on.
Every one of you whose lives have been destroyed.
Come on.
This is your book. This is the only book that you have ever considered is a divine book.
Right.
But look at you. And look at the Negroes, niggas, colored boys and girls who are not in your condition, but are as useless your condition.
Right.
The pastor of the white man's religion, the black man's foolish and ignorant belief in the white man's religion, the black pastors of the white man's church and religion, they can't help you.
Talk about
They got food pantries.
it.
And you can go and get a meal or some free food. So what? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You eat that food and you survive another day to smoke another cigarette, to smoke another blunt, to drink another bottle of that white man's fire water. Talk black to me.
That's right, brother.
You eat that food and you take that food that you don't eat right away. Because sometimes, it's just food. You take it home and fix it.
That's what we
You
do.
take the food, you eat the food, and you survive another day to get high all over again. Talk black to me.
That's what we do, brother.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
If you're feeding a man or woman who is suffering from food insecurity, if you feed a man or a woman in a day of hunger, that's a good deed. I'm not condemning you for that.
Come on, brother.
But what I'm condemning you for is, there's a saying, if you teach or if you give a man a fish, you feed that man for one day. But if you teach that man to fish, you feed that man for a lifetime.
That's right, brother.
Talk black to me. The black pastors of the Christian church will give you some food uncooked and some food that is cooked for you to eat right on the spot. Why? Because they are useless and powerless to change the condition that made you need that food in the first place.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The black pastors of the Christian church are feeding people in what at least was and fakes like it still is the wealthiest nation on earth. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
America is a land of plenty, and yet you need to go to a food pantry to eat.
Go ahead, brother.
How in the world are you suffering from food insecurity in a nation as wealthy and powerful as America? Because you believe this poison book is all the divinely revealed word of God, but it is in fact the graveyard of the black man.
That's right, brother.
Look at the black people that believe in this book. And then take a look at the white people that gave them this book. The white man is on top. The black man is on the bottom.
Right.
Why does this book have one effect on white people and another effect on black people? Talk black to me. The white man got the Bible and the white man got wealth. The white man got the Bible and the white man got power.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
That's right.
The white man got the Bible and he don't wait till he die and go up in no sky to get no heaven. The white man gets his heaven right now on the ground while he's still around.
Make that plain, brother.
But the black man, he works all the days of his life to make sure the white man has a heaven in life. Y'all ain't listening to me.
Come on.
The black man toils under the oppression of the white man with this book.
That's right.
And while the white man is wealthy, there's a gap in terms of wealth where the black man is concerned.
Right.
While the white man is powerful, the black man is powerless.
Right.
While the white man is wealthy, the black man is poor.
Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
While the white man is largely educated, the black man is largely uneducated.
Right.
While the white man is wise, though wickedly wise, the black man is ignorant. Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir, brother.
You look at the black man, and with this book, the black man nothing but scream hallelujah and thank you, Jesus.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The white woman got this book and a man, sister. You got this book and thanking the Lord and praising Jesus, talking about he gonna make it all better and you ain't got no man. Uh-oh. Did I make you mad? Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
You going to church to get something you can't get at the house because you ain't got no man, but you got the Bible, honey. Talk back to me. You go to church to get a feel-good message from a do-good preacher. What you mean a do-good preacher? The preacher's driving fine. The preacher's living fine. The preacher is doing fine. But you leave in your manless house. Who knows how many children in the house depending on you psychologically and emotionally, but ain't no man filling up what you gotta keep filled with the children. Talk black to me. You are psychologically and emotionally out of gas.
Think over this.
But you gotta fill your children's tanks.
Come
Well,
on.
who in the hell is gonna fill your tank? So you go to the church to get your tank full by a black Christian preacher that's doing fine, but you're not doing well at all. Are you listening to me? So you get that feel-good message about a dead prophet named Jesus. And you go back home Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, maybe even Sunday night, and you feel good enough, maybe, to last till next Sunday. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Oh.
But what changes in your life? Not much. This world is destroying those children
That's right.
while you saying hallelujah and thanking Jesus.
That's right.
Your children are being sucked up by this world. And there's nothing you or your black Christian preacher can do about it.
Nothing, brother.
Y'all ain't listening. This is the reality of black life in white America with this book, the white man's so-called Holy Bible. We, the Muslims, believe in the truth of this Bible.
Come on.
But we believe the truth of this Bible has been tampered with by the white man that gave you the Bible.
That's right.
And so we, the Muslims, believe that this Bible must be reinterpreted.
Come on.
The interpretation of this Bible you getting from your pastor is no good, not for black people. Oh, it's wonderful for white people, but it's no good for black people.
Come on.
The interpretation of this Bible is the reason the white man is on top. The black man is on the bottom. Go to Africa and look at the populations of Africa that accept this book as a holy book. The white man is controlling those nations. He's controlling those populations. They are poor nations and largely backward. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Even back in black home in Africa, where you find Africans believing in this poison book, it has become a graveyard for the black man of Africa, just like his brothers and sisters here in America.
That's right.
It's no good.
No good.
These nations are rich and wealthy in resources,
Right.
yet the standard of living of the people there is pathetic.
Right.
Because the wealth of their resources is being used to improve and maintain and sustain the wealthy lifestyle of the white man of Europe and America.
That's right.
Talk black to me.
Right.
Your resources, but the white man's wealth. Your resources, but the white man's heaven.
Right.
The white man's heaven with your resources, black man in Africa that believe in this white man's book called the Holy Bible is your hell.
That's right.
His heaven is your hell.
Go ahead.
He tricks you into believing
Right.
in his spirituality.
Right.
Come on.
He tricks you into believing in his God, his
Right.
religion, and accepting his culture.
That's right.
Because you see him in heaven with it.
Come on.
Right.
And all you do in trying to follow it is end up in hell,
Right.
trying to follow a white man to his heaven.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah
Oh,
Muhammad. God damn it, black woman, you got to let this cracker's religion go.
Got to. Let it go.
Stop telling your black man when he wants you in Islam the answer no.
Come on.
Give up this cracker's religion. It ain't doing you no good.
No good.
It's a religion that utterly and completely destroys your man.
Completely, brother.
And it's damn near got you completely destroyed too.
That's right.
Why won't it also completely destroy you? Because you the prize. Are you listening to me? If I can, as a white man, destroy the black man with this book and my God and religion, I got his woman all to myself. Y'all ain't listening. The white man knows he has no future. The white man knows he has no future.
No.
Now, don't expect the white man, except the very few of them. And those are the very few I listen to. Those are the very few I watch.
Right.
Those are the very few who, when they're talking, I'm right there.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
The white man, except an extreme few of them, are not going to admit to you that he has no future.
Right.
Why won't he admit it? Because he also knows you have a great future.
Yes, sir.
Even the few white men that I listen to are not telling that part of the truth.
Come on.
They will admit they have no future,
Go ahead.
but they will not admit you have a future.
Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't care what white man we dealing with.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The white man desires to take the black man to
Go
hell
ahead, brother.
with him.
Make that plain.
Yes, sir. See,
And I don't have to prove that to you. The white man has already imposed a hellish life upon you.
That's right.
Now he wants to take you to the second hell,
Come on.
the final hell
Talk.
with him, which is death.
Talk, brother.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us there's two hells coming.
wow.
Y'all ain't listening this afternoon. Y'all are.
Come on,
They're
brother.
not.
Come
We
on.
need to.
Tell it.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us there are two hells coming.
Right.
The first hell he teaches is a hell of grief and regret.
That's right.
The first hell is, as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, a hell of grief
Tell it, brother.
and regret.
Tell it.
He says, you're in that now. Talk black to me. You're going to get that now.
Go ahead,
But the
brother.
second hell, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, is death.
Go ahead.
The white man knows that that second hell is prepared for him, and he's got one white foot in it
Come on.
and another white foot on a yellow banana, a peel. And the yellow banana under the other white foot is sitting in the middle of a black oil spill.
Right.
The white man is slipping into the final hell, which is called death. Are you listening to
Yes,
me?
sir.
But he wants to take his former slave with him. He doesn't want you to enter into the great future God got in store for you.
Go ahead, brother.
He doesn't want that.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
See. See.
And so he tricks you into believing in him.
See.
And what's the best way to trick a black man, especially a black woman, into going to hell with the white man and the white woman?
Come on.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
All you got to hear, black woman, is Jesus. The white man can lead you like a black sheep to a slaughter. What slaughter? The great universal slaughter.
Come on.
The white man can lead you into the slaughter that's meant for him. All he got to do is give you Jesus.
That's right.
Tell it.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
The white man can be heard on radio stations as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us 24 hours a day,
Go ahead, brother.
7 days a week preaching Jesus.
That's right.
The white man got you so hooked on Jesus that you believe Jesus is the Lord God himself.
That's right.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
The white man got you so hooked on Jesus that you don't even believe in Jesus. Hold it, wait a minute. That's that tricky Muslim stuff again. That's one thing that I don't like about you Muslims.
Go ahead.
You so slick with them tongues.
Come
Break
on.
it down, bro. Break it down.
Well, we all slick with these tongues now. But these tongues that we so slick with are tongues that are slick with the truth.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, brother.
And if you slip on our slick tongues, you'll fall into the truth and it'll save your life.
Come on.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
No, the white man got you so hooked on Jesus, you don't believe in him.
Yeah, that's right.
Think about that.
Just talk that. Yes, sir.
Like the messenger said, think over that.
Just talk that.
The white man got you so hooked on Jesus, you don't even believe in him.
Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I started all of this talk with explaining to you that if you who believe in the Bible would just open it up to Genesis 43 and 23,
Go ahead.
you'll see the prophet Joseph saying, Assalamu alaikum. But he's saying it in English. Well, the reason it's in English is because Genesis 43 and 23 was translated from a black language.
Go ahead.
I want to stop you right there. It was translated from a black language and has been translated into this present white language that you're listening to me speak right now.
Go ahead.
The white language that is in the Bible is English.
Go ahead, brother.
But according to the white man that gave it to you in English, he translated it from the black language of Hebrew.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Now, how much truth and on how many levels are you either catching or missing in the statement I just made? I just made a statement that Hebrew is a black language.
Right.
Think of all of the things that that means just by itself. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And that English is a white language. Well, you can accept that.
Go ahead.
That's why you like English. That's why you want English. That's why you think English is the language of black so-called African lips should be speaking. Because you know it's the white man's language.
That's right.
You know it's a white man's language.
That's what they know.
But Hebrew, you think, is another white man's language.
Listen.
You think that Hebrew is the language of some ancient, righteous white people
Right.
called Jews, called Israel. Some of you black brothers and sisters are caught up in this religious movement called the Hebrew Israelites,
Come on.
the black Hebrew
Make it
Israelites,
plain.
because you believe that there was some ancient black Israelites thousands of years ago.
Right.
You don't know the truth of the Bible. You are caught up in the interpretation of the Bible
Right.
that the white man has used as a graveyard for the black man.
Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You in the same grave that the black Christians are in the church. You in the same grave. You just wearing different color shirts. You wearing Minnesota Vikings jersey.
That's right.
And you got the gold on the doggone jersey. Talk
Right.
black to me.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
But you in the same graveyard that our black brother and sister is in the black Christian church. And the graveyard has been produced by the interpretation of this book
Right.
that makes you to believe that the people of God are some people called Israel.
Go ahead.
You don't know that the devil himself is called
Go ahead,
Israel.
brother.
Israel is literally the name of the devil.
Come on.
Israel is not the name of the people of God.
Right.
Israel is not the name of God himself. God ain't got nothing to do with Israel
Right.
except that God has come to destroy Israel.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
And the Israel that I'm talking about is not just a criminal settler colony on the land of Palestine.
No.
The Israel that I'm talking about is the Caucasian white race as a whole.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. How do you say peace be unto you in the black language of Hebrew? Is Hebrew a black language? Hebrew Israelites will say yes. Christians, maybe you're not sure, but you assume, I know when I was a Christian, I assumed Hebrew was a white language. Listen very carefully just for a minute. Hebrew is not an Indo-European language.
Go ahead.
No, sir.
White languages are Indo-European, if we just want to use the scholarly term.
Right.
All white languages, all white languages. I know there's a Negro with a book somewhere wants to argue with me. All white languages belong to the same family because all white people belong to the same family.
No.
Where you gonna get a white man that's not part of the same family as another white man? I mean, at some point, we just gotta use common sense. A white man who speaks any language over here, that is his language,
Go ahead.
belongs to the same family as another white man over here that speaks another language.
Go ahead.
They are family, they are kin, they related to each other. They belong to the same family.
Right.
White folk,
Right.
talk black to me.
Come on.
And all white people's languages belong to the same family.
Go ahead.
And the white man calls that family Indo-European. Look it up.
Tell it, brother.
Hebrew is not a language that belongs to any family of languages that's white.
Tell it.
The white man can't claim Hebrew.
Tell it.
You got some so-called Jews in Israel right now claiming Hebrew as their language.
Right.
It is not their language.
That's right.
Those are white people from Germany. They're white people from Poland.
Right.
They're white people from Russia.
Go ahead.
And they are white people from other Eastern European nations.
Tell it, brother.
These are European devils claiming a black language of Hebrew as their own. That's
Make it
a
plain.
fact.
Make that plain.
But as long as the white man keeps white people in your face who claim Hebrew, talk black to me, you will think Hebrew is a white language. No, it's a black language.
That's right.
The white man calls Hebrew a language that belongs to the black family that is called Afro. Did you hear what I just said? Afro.
Right.
The white man says Hebrew belongs to a family called Afro. Stop. Now let's continue. Asiatic. Is the white man African?
No, sir.
Is the white man Asian?
No, sir.
So if Hebrew is an Afro-Asiatic language, is it a white man's language? Talk black to me. Now, is the black man African?
Yes, sir.
Somewhat.
Is the black man Asiatic?
Yes, sir.
If the black man is both quote unquote African and Asiatic, and Hebrew is an Afro-Asiatic language, then it's a black language.
Right.
Brother Gerard said it's double black.
Come on.
No wonder you got a donut called double chocolate. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Hebrew is double chocolate, Brother Gerard.
Right.
Huh? So if Hebrew is double chocolate and the white man is triple vanilla,
Right.
then we know Hebrew ain't the white man's language. Come on, white folks, why don't you stop lying? That was rhetorical. I know why you won't stop lying. Because you're a devil by nature. You are born liar. You are born murderer, because lying and murder is the very process that you came into existence by.
That's right.
All praise is due to Allah
All
for the
praise.
most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on.
Now, how do you say peace be unto you? Not in the white man's language of English, but the black man's language of Hebrew. You say it, Ashalom Aleichem.
Right.
Well, what does that sound like? It sounds like Assalamu Alaikum.
Right.
Why does Ashalom Aleichem sound like Assalamu Alaikum? Because Arabic, now I gotta smack you Afrocentrics. Now I gotta smack you Chemetics. I took a light slap at you Hebrews, but now I gotta take another slap at you Afrocentrics and Chemetics. Because all of you are player-hating, envious, jealous-hearted Negroes, niggas, colored boys, and girls
Come on.
who want to be to black people what the Nation of Islam can only be.
Come on.
All of you got your swag from the Nation of Islam.
That's right.
And all of you are jealous of the swag
Tell
of the Nation of Islam.
Tell it.
You just want the Nation of Islam's God-appointed position.
Come on.
God didn't appoint you to be the saviors and liberators of black people.
Right.
God chose the Nation of Islam to be the door of the salvation and the liberation of the black nation in white America.
That's right. We are.
We the are. Thank you, Brother Darrell. You don't climb on us. You going down with them. Talk black to me.
That's right.
But don't bring no animals. Oh, pray. Some of y'all got 2 dogs. Some of y'all got 2 cats.
Tell it.
Come on and get in this ark, but leave your cats and dogs at the house. All praise once again is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Arabic, no matter what you've been told by no Tatic nigga. Arabic, no matter what you've been told by no slides and flip-flops and dreadlock stick chewing nigga with some African clothes on,
Right.
beating a damn drum. No matter what you've been told, Arabic is a member of the Afro-Asiatic family of languages.
That's right, bro.
Now, how many of y'all listening to these Africans and Chemetics? I'm not talking about continental Africans. I'm talking about these bootleg Negro Africans in America. How many of you that are listening to them consider Arabs to be family? Talk black to me. Yet Arabic, the language they speak, is a member language almost that we speak. Are y'all listening to
Yes,
me?
sir.
The indigenous African language of the people of Ethiopia is a member of the Afro-Asiatic family of languages.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah
Go
Muhammad.
ahead.
The languages spoken by the indigenous population of Northern Africa. I'm trying to think of the name. The people are called Amazigh, something like Amazigh, and the language is something. It starts with a T and I've forgotten. It's a Semitic language. It's a member of the Afro-Asiatic family of language. Yet the people who speak that language are indigenous North Africans. Now, why do indigenous North Africans? Why do other indigenous Africans speak languages that are members of the same family that Arabic and Hebrew belong to? I want you to think that over. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's because a true Arab is your brother. I don't mean a true Arab is your brother by behavior. A true Arab is your brother by religion. A true Arab is your brother by, culture or anything like that. I'm saying that a true Arab is your brother in the sense of biology, nationality. I'm saying that the original Arab, the true Arab, is black, just like you.
Right.
This is why we ask the question, who is the original man?
Go ahead.
You'll go to college and you may study world history. And in the course of you studying world history, you may study the history of the Chinese people. But because you're not a student of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, you don't approach the study of the history of China, the history of Japan, the history of Korea, the history of Vietnam. You don't approach the study of Far East Asian history with the answer to the question of who is the original man.
Right.
When you approach it with that question in your mind and the answer, the original man is the Asiatic black man. That black people are the first people, the original people of the planet Earth.
Right.
Then you know the original population of China was black, not brown, like Marco Polo said, the brown men of Cathay. No, black. Are you listening to
Yes,
me?
sir.
The original population of Japan was not brown, but black.
Right.
The original population of Korea, Vietnam, you name it, was black.
Come on.
Right.
You can actually find that in the white man's textbooks.
Come on.
Everybody over there was originally black,
Right.
not brown, not yellow, not white,
Come on.
black.
Make that plain.
But look how they look now. What happened?
Mm.
Ain't no what that happened. Is who happened.
Right.
The white man happened.
Make it plain.
When the white man happens, you start out black. And you end up brown.
Or something.
You end up yellow. You even end up white. Talk black to me.
Or something.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You end up red. changes everything.
That's right.
You stop looking the same as you used to look when the white man happens to you. You stop sounding the same
Right.
as you used to sound when the white man happens to you.
Oh,
You stop smelling the same as you used to smell
Yep.
when the white man happens to you. You stop living as well, huh? As you used to live when the white man happens to
That's
you.
right, brother.
Black woman in the black church, the white man has happened to you.
That's
And
right.
that's why you got blonde hair.
Come on.
That's why you got red hair.
Come on.
That's why you wearing tight clothes and short
Make it
dresses
plain.
and short skirts and high heels.
Right.
Because the white man happened to you.
That's right.
Talk black to me.
Make
That's
it
why
plain.
you can't get along with other black women.
Make it
Because
plain.
the white man happened to you.
Make it
That's
plain.
why you can't find what you say a good man. Because the white man happens to you.
Make it plain.
You's a black Stella trying to get your damn groove back.
Right.
Because the white man happened to you.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes,
All
sir.
praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You got all kinds of problems you can't solve. No
Right.
matter how much you holler Jesus.
Right.
Because the white man happened to
Yes,
you.
sir.
Come on, brother.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. The original man is the Asiatic black man. Is China Asia?
Come on.
What about North Korea, South Korea, Vietnam? What about the Philippines? All of that is also Asia.
Come on, brother.
So if the black man of Asia is the original man, then why don't those people look black? Well, we just said because the white man happened to them.
Go ahead.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. One of those dynasties of China, I think it was the Chao dynasty, is credited with making the statement about the Shang, I believe, the dynasty that preceded them. Now, I may be getting these dynasties wrong, but I'm telling you, there's a dynasty of China going back thousands of years that said that the dynasty that ruled China before them, they were black with oily skin.
Go ahead.
They were black, he said. He's talking about Chinese people. This is a non-black Chinese ruler of China saying that the previous rulers of China, Chinese, they were black
Go ahead.
with oily skin. Some of you are black with oily skin.
He know it.
Talk black to me.
He know it.
We get mad at a brother or sister and call them a greasy neck. Well, what you mean he a greasy neck? He black with oily skin. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Here's a new dynasty of Chinese rulers calling the previous Chinese rulers greasy necks.
Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a population of Far East Asia going back thousands of years who populated that area there. The white man calls them negritos.
Go ahead.
They even populated the Philippine Islands. The first people of the Philippine Islands are called negritos. Now, who you think that's talking? Anytime you got N-E-G-R, you talking about something black. Better on.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
In the white man's Indo-European language, negre. Negre. He calls us negro. Well, why does he call us negro? Negro means black, but it means something dead. It means something inanimate. Talk black to me. When you're talking about somebody black that's actually alive, you say moreno. You don't say negro. if you're talking about a shoe, if you're talking about a bag, if you're talking about something dead, lifeless, you say negro. But if you're talking about a human being that's alive, you say moreno. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We're talking about the great separation.
Come on.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the removal, the great separation and removal. There's a great separation that is about to take place.
Come on.
And that great separation takes place at a time in history where the people who are being separated from another people whose time of removal has come.
Right.
All up to now, I have been teaching you why we are living in a time of great separation. I've been telling you the reason why we're living in the time of the removal of another people other than the black nation. Are you listening to me? I've been teaching you the history of one people, of oppressing and murdering and deceiving a whole nother people.
Yes, sir.
And I've been teaching you that the time of that people's rise has come.
Come on.
And the time of the removal of the people who have put them down and held them down has come.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Sure.
Tell it, brother.
6,000 years ago, the white man's time came. And for the past 6,000 years, it has been the white man's time.
Teach.
But the white man was only given 6,000 years of time. And because the white man was only given 6,000 years of time and his time is up,
That's right.
your time now has come.
Black man.
It's time for the black man to rise, and it's time for the white man to fall.
Go ahead.
I know you don't like no black man talking about the fall of the white man,
Tell it, brother.
but it's time for the fall of the white man.
Right.
And you can holler hallelujah all you want to, and the white man is still falling.
That's
You
right.
can praise the Lord and thank Jesus all you want to, and the white man is still falling.
That's right.
And as long as the white man is falling by the hand of
Go
God,
ahead.
and the black man is
That's right.
rising by that hand of God,
Come on, brother.
you better stop corresponding and
Come
trying to imitate the white
brother.
man, and you better rejoin yourself
Right.
on to your own
Come
kind,
on, brother.
the black man.
That's right.
Are you listening
Yes,
to me?
sir.
You better get your black God back, Stella, to
Come on,
hell
brother.
with your group.
Come on, brother.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
But hell, if you're a black woman and your name is Stella, you crazy as hell. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
You trying to get your groove back, you need your God back.
Mm.
You trying to get your groove back, but you need your religion back.
Come on, brother.
Man.
You think I'm just up here clowning? A lot of you sisters like younger men.
Mm.
You ain't listening to me.
Mm.
A lot of you sisters don't want no man that's age appropriate for you.
Mm.
Some of you Negro sisters are in white garments and hair pieces,
Ooh.
but you don't want a man that's age appropriate for you.
Mm.
Look out.
Talk black to me.
Mm.
You want a younger fella.
Mm.
Stella,
Uh-oh.
Stella X,
Ooh.
Stella X.
Stella Allah,
Stella X.
Stella Ali,
Mm.
Stella Muhammad,
Mm.
Stella this and Stella that. Running around with your thirsty behind after some young nigga,
Mm.
Right.
making a damn fool out yourself. I ain't gonna go in on you too much.
Mm.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Ain't nobody sweating you, but when I'm up here teaching and I happen to say something that fits you, yeah, I'm gonna throw you in there. But my word is bond to Allah. Ain't nobody thinking about you.
Mm.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You got to get your God back, black woman. If you get your God back, you'll get your man back.
Okay.
What you mean if I get my God back, I'll get my man back? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches every time you look at your man, you looking at God.
Right.
Talk black to me. You don't think as a black woman, when you look in the face of a black man, you looking at God.
Right.
Because you were raised, some of you, all the days of your life, looking at the image of who the white man says was the Son of God and was one with God. And the face you were looking at was the face of the cousin of Michelangelo.
That's right. Come on.
Talk black to me. I don't know what Michelangelo's cousin's name was. It could have been Vito.
Right.
Talk black to me. It could have been Benito.
What was it?
I don't know what Latin name Michelangelo's cousin had. But he used his cousin. He used his face to paint Jesus. So you thinking you looking at Jesus and you looking at Benito. You think you looking at Jesus and you looking at Francis.
Right.
Talk black to me. You think you looking at Jesus and you looking at Benny, Frankie. Y'all all right?
Any dress up.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Right.
So when you say praise the Lord, you thinking about a white man.
Come on.
When you say thank you, Jesus, you thinking about a white man.
Come on.
And even many of you, if not most of you that say you believe Jesus was a black man, you still got a white man if he ain't on the walls of your church. If he's not on the pulpit of your church, I'm talking about an image. If he's not on the windows of your church. If he's not in the images in your Bible, he's still on your necklaces. He's still on your bracelets. The jewelry you wearing still got a white Jesus. Talk black to me. You have in no way eliminated as part of your worship, your spirituality, your system of spirituality, you have in no way eliminated the image of the white Jesus. The white Jesus is still a major factor.
That's right.
A major portion. The image of a white Jesus is still a major factor, portion, part, ingredient of your system of spirituality. That's a fact. That ain't Muslim stuff. That's reality.
Wake them up.
Talk black to me. And the white man is not going to allow you to get rid of that image. If you get so black conscious in your Christian spirituality that you start totally eliminating the image of a white Jesus, the white man is going to stop you.
Right.
Talk black to me. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You go to Africa and the image of a white Jesus is more prevalent than it is in America. And that's one reason why the white man will stop you from eliminating that image in America. He doesn't want that to spread to Africa. The white man needs the Africans in Africa and the land of Africa more than he needs the black Africans that he has struck a blow to the head in America and rendered dead in America. Talk black to me.
Good point, brother.
And he's not going to allow you to spread your black consciousness from America to the black Africans in Africa because there's too much zinc.
Come on.
There's too much gold. There's too much manganese. There's too much cobalt. There's too much coffee. There's too much rubber. There's too much cocaine. There's too much every damn thing in Africa that the white man needs in Europe and America. You are not going to raise the consciousness of the blacks of Africa from no damn America.
That's right.
He's going to stop you from doing that. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah
Come on,
Muhammad.
brother.
So we come before you with the subject, the great separation. It's a great separation of you.
Come on.
Mhm.
Great separation from who? It's a great separation from them.
Right.
It's a great separation of you from them and the removal of them from you
Yes, sir.
for the purpose of saving you and destroying them.
Right.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Mm.
Why must they be destroyed?
Mm.
Look in the damn mirror.
Go ahead. Come on, brother.
Take a look at what you used to be
Come on.
in the pages of history.
Mm.
And then take a look in the mirror at yourself now.
Mm.
Go ahead.
How the hell you can look at yourself, black woman, with that crazy looking white wig on your head,
Mm.
with that crazy looking blonde wig on your head, with that crazy looking green, purple, red, and whatever looking wig on your beautiful black so-called African head. Take a look at yourself. And after you take a look at yourself in the mirror, take a look at yourself on the pages of history. Go back beyond the transatlantic slave trade and look at what you used to look like.
Mm.
Then take a look at yourself in the mirror at what you currently look like and tell me that's an improvement.
Mm.
Y'all ain't listening.
Go ahead.
Mm.
Look at what you used to be economically, politically, socially, educationally,
Right.
before the transatlantic slave trade.
Mm.
Look at what you used to be in terms of spirituality
Right.
before the transatlantic slave trade.
Go ahead.
Millions of you were black African Muslim women.
That's right.
You were educated.
Right.
You were wealthy. You were free.
Mm.
Talk black to me. You were dignified.
Right.
You were moral. You were virtuous.
Come on.
You had respect.
Come on.
But look at your behind now.
Hey, brother.
How in the hell you think you've improved? No, you ain't improved. You're a mere shell of the woman you used to be.
That's right.
You're largely ignorant today.
Mm.
Ghetto as hell. Talk black to me.
Mm.
You're hooked on alcohol, black woman. You're hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
Talk black to me.
Mm.
You're hooked on sin. You're hooked on immorality. You're hooked on all kinds of things that are destroying your life. But that ain't what you used to be like.
Mm.
That ain't Muslim stuff. You want to make it Muslim stuff, but that's not Muslim stuff. That's
Right.
history.
That's right.
And if you have enough education, you can't deny the truth of what I'm saying.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
The area of Africa where the white man brought our forefathers and mothers from was an integral part of the Muslim world.
Right.
Islam had taken over that area. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The area of West Africa where we come from was part of the Islamic world.
Mm.
And a point that I was making last week that I suspect that I didn't make. See, sometimes I'll go off on a tangent and teach for 40 minutes and then come back to a point. Sometimes it's a whole week. I was saying last week, look how Allah does. The white man makes us think the history of North Africa is the history of light, bright, and damn near white Arabs.
Mm.
So you don't take credit for the University of Fez, Morocco. You don't take credit for that.
Mm.
So this is what he does. He takes the University of Sankore there in Mali, West Africa, Timbuktu. Y'all with me so far?
Yes, sir.
You take that University of Sankore, and for you bootleg Africans, let's make this crystal clear. The University of Sankore started out as a mosque. So you can talk that African talk all you want to. If you're going to talk that African talk against the religion of Islam and try to Arabize and all that foolishness, know of a certainty, you need to take the word Sankore out your big fat mouth. Are you listening to me? The University of Sankore started as a mosque. I dare you to say I'm lying. Come on. Do you want the funk with Minister Eric? Of course you do, because you're stupid enough to think I'm not going to tear you up. When you get into a fight with me, you're stupid. You're not going to win, but you think you're going to win because Allah has blinded you. I'll beat the nigga snot out of you. Come on. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. It started as a mosque. Muslims, a mosque. And the mosque started an educational institution that became the University of Sankore. The University of Sankore started out as some black Africans in the mosque, the Sankore Mosque. And then they built it up to the part that it's a separate institution. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Part of a mosque complex.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me? When you were being educated by the University of Sankore, you were being educated by the Mosque of Sankore. That established it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep following me now. The core curriculum. The core curriculum. The core curriculum of the University of Sankore is this. See, Afrocentrics and Chemetics, Brother Darrell, are always throwing mud at the Muslims.
Right.
Because they're jealous. They want to be considered the vanguard of black power and liberation, but that's us. So they gotta act like a Pepsi commercial. 4 out of 5 black tests. In 4 out of 5 black tests, our people chose ethnocentricity or Kemetic science over the Nation of Islam. Now, for you young ones that don't know the parody that I'm making right now, I'm making a parody of old school Pepsi commercials. Pepsi, jealous of Coke, because Coke is the real thing.
Right.
Pepsi is the fake thing. Coke, the real thing. So when Pepsi first came out and wanted to be in the eyes of soda drinkers, they wanted to be in their eyes the cola. They wanted Pepsi Cola to take the position that had been held by Coca-Cola.
Right.
So they made these commercials. And these commercials would say 4 out of 5 taste tests,
Right.
people chose Pepsi over Coke. See, you can't bump Pepsi without dragging Coke,
Right.
which tells you how good Coke is. It's the real thing. It's the original.
Right.
When you first drank cola, it was Coca-Cola. Then others besides Coke wanted a piece of the action.
Right.
So they came up with their own cola. And in order to rise, they had to attack Coca-Cola.
Right.
Well, that's what Afrocentrics and Comedics are. These them Pepsi niggas that want to be in the eyes of black people what Coke niggas are.
Come on.
We Coke niggas. We the real thing. We the original. They the copycats. Talk black to me. Them some Xerox niggas. They IBMs. All praises imitation black men. They IBMs.
Lord have mercy.
Jealous-hearted Negroes. They always throwing dirt at us, brother. And in the dirt that they throw, one of the arguments that they make is we're religious.
Right.
So when they want to say something against us, they yeah, y'all religious niggas this. Y'all religious niggas that. See, that's what's wrong with religion. Religion does this. Religion causes that.
Right.
The core curriculum of the University of Sankore
It's Quran.
is the religion of this book. It's Islam.
Right.
The Holy Quran is literally the core curriculum of that university. So to them, this is religious. It's not educational.
Right.
But the core curriculum of an educational institution is this religious book.
Come on.
Are y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I ain't know that.
See, this book in the hands of a punk Muslim
I ain't know
will allow these Negroes to urinate on Islam. But when this book is in the hands of a real Muslim,
that.
I'll smack you Negroes all the way back to ancient Egypt. Are
Slave.
y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
This book then becomes a sword. I'll chop your dreadlocks right off your head.
Chop.
I'll chop that ump right off your skin. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Oh,
Islam is the religion of scholarship.
right.
Now, hell, you talking about scholarship against Islam.
Right.
If it wasn't for Islam, there would be no such thing as scholarship. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
It was Muslim scholars that took Europe from the Dark Ages to the Renaissance, and now these Renaissance crackers are teaching you an anti-Islamic committed science and Afrocentricity.
Why they don't know that?
Because they jealous, that's why.
They know it.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. The core curriculum of the universities of North Africa that produced the great universities of Western Europe.
Right.
And the great universities of Western Europe are those universities that can be credited with young black African scholarship today.
Come on.
African scholars get their damn degrees from Europe. Their colleges and universities get their accreditation from Europe. That's a fact. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it was their universities that provided the educational advances that made Europe able to give accreditation to universities in Africa.
Right.
See, a black man who knows this is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Could be.
You can laugh at a black man who knows what I'm saying right now and take him for nothing if you want to. But a white man is like, okay, problem. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if he thinks nobody among you are listening to me, then he won't think it's a problem. He's just yelling at his camera in his empty room. But if he thinks you're listening, that's a problem. Because he doesn't want you to know what I'm teaching you right now.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now let's get back to the University of Sankore in Timbuktu. Only a few hundred years ago. Y'all listening?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. You look at Islam as if Islam is something light. It's something bright. It's something dandy or actually white.
Mm.
So the great universities, the great learning, you say, well, Baghdad, you say, well, Isfahan, maybe, Tehran, whatever, you know, Persia, Iraq, Turkey, maybe, I don't know. But definitely North Africa, definitely not black. Okay, let's go to what the white man called in the 1800s, because the term never existed until damn near 1900.
Go ahead.
What term am I talking about? I'm talking about the term sub-Saharan Africa.
Right.
That is a term that was invented by these white devils
Go ahead.
who wanted to separate the great history of North Africa from the history of sub-Saharan Africa, because the white man knows what a debt he owes
Mm.
to North Africa.
Mm.
The white man knows that without North Africa, there would be no West Europe
Right.
or Western Europe.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
That's right.
Without Western Europe, there would be no America.
Right. Come on.
So the great history of America begins in Western Europe.
Go ahead.
The great history of Western Europe begins in Northern Africa.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening to me?
Go ahead, brother.
And so, since Northern Africa
Yes, sir.
is in Africa,
Come on. Right. Make
the
that
place
plain.
where we come from,
Make that plain.
he's got to separate the history of Northern Africa from the area of Africa where we come from.
Come on.
So we won't think the debt he owes to the area where we don't come from.
Right. Right. Right.
So we won't know he got his JU ice from us.
Go ahead.
Are you listening
Yes,
to me?
sir. Yes, sir. Keep going.
Okay, so Timbuktu is in sub-Saharan Africa.
Right.
What the white man calls black Africa.
Right.
As if Saharan Africa and North Africa are not black Africa.
Right. Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Keep
So he says, he invents the term black Africa, as if there's any Africa that's not black.
Right.
You ever heard of black Europe?
No, sir.
Come on.
You ever heard of black
And
Asia?
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about
Yes, sir.
in the Nation of Islam. I'm talking about before the Nation of Islam. You ever heard of black Asia?
Oh, well.
No.
As you were, sir. Yes, sir.
You ever heard of black India?
As you were, sir.
Of course. But if I stand here right now and I invent the term black India, I won't be engaging in any dishonesty whatsoever.
That's right.
The further south you go in India, it's black.
Black. Yes, sir.
There's a black India. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The non-black India started out as black India.
Right. Right.
The most ancient civilization in India you have in the Indus Valley area of India. And the builders of that civilization were called Dravidians.
Yes, sir.
And the Dravidians were so black, pots didn't deal with Dravidians. Kettles wouldn't deal with Dravidians.
Go ahead.
The Dravidians didn't have no pots and no kettles because they were so black, even pots and kettles was like, nah.
Right.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
Oil was like hell.
Right. Go ahead.
Tar wouldn't mess with Dravidians. Tar was like, y'all too black, I'm out of here.
Too black. Go ahead.
That's how black Dravidians were. I'm joking and clowning, but I'm serious.
Yes, sir.
Dravidians was so black, you couldn't even see them in the daytime. You better not check them out at night. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. But there was an Aryan invasion of that area of India that pushed the Dravidians where? South. That's where you get brother, zero as a placeholder, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Go ahead.
It was the black Indian Hindus
Yes, sir.
that came up with that numerical system.
Go ahead.
And then the non-black, the lights, the brights,
Damn.
some blacks, the damn near white Muslims who came in and conquered,
Yes, sir.
they took those numerals and introduced them into Europe, and that's why they're called Arabic numerals.
Go ahead. Teach.
See, I'm a black man who
Wow.
has studied enough world history to know this.
They come from the
Y'all all right?
Valley.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, not the Indus Valley. They come from the southern
Oh.
area, the subcontinent,
Of India.
right? There in India.
Yes.
The blacks who were pushed out of North India down into South India built a very advanced civilization.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
But the white man makes you concentrate on North India. Why? Because they not as black as they used to be.
Right. Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now let's get back to saying correct.
Come on.
The point that I'm making is when it comes to Islam, the white man wants to de-blackize it. I got to make words up here. He wants to take the black out of Islam. And the silly Negro puppets, tools, and towns of the white man who are in Orthodox Islam, they want to do the same thing.
They thought they had already.
I'm talking about them Waleka Masalam Maki Negroes. They want to take the black out of Islam. But they got into Islam because of the black that was in it.
Go ahead.
They were Nation of Islam first.
Come on.
And then when the most honorable Elijah Muhammad departed and his son Wallace took over, all of a sudden it's time to take the black nationalism out.
Right.
Take out the black, take out the nationalism, and just keep the prophet and the spiritualism.
Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Grow a beard. Get a kufi. Get rid of your Stacy's and get some slides, some flip-flops. Talk black to me.
Come on.
We didn't used to see your damn socks.
Got real comfortable.
All we saw was them shiny toes.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me. I'm talking about the toe of your shoe.
That's right.
All we used to see was this.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me. No wonder the Muslims wore shades. Our shoes were so shiny, we had to put on some shades.
Come on. Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We took off the shoes and put on some slides.
No.
Who made that song, Batman Slide? Slave.
Oh, man. There you go.
You think that's a coincidence?
No.
That y'all niggas wearing slides and you ain't nothing but slaves? Slide, but baby, slide. You took off your Stacy's and put on some slides. You took off your Stacy's and put on some flip-flops. Talk black to me. You took off your fez and put on a kufi.
Come on.
Because when you left the Nation of Islam, you became goofy.
Right.
You think kufi and goofy rhyme for no damn reason?
Come on. That's right. Teach me.
Talk black to me. So, the white man wants to take black out of Islam.
Yes, sir.
You, like your master, the white man, want to take black out of Islam. Black belongs in Islam because Islam comes from black.
Go ahead.
Islam is the very essence of black.
Yes, sir.
right.
Without black, there is no Islam.
Go ahead.
Islam exists because black exists.
Go ahead. Teach. Teach.
Light exists because black exists.
Go ahead.
Bright exists because black exists.
Yes, sir.
Damn near white exists because black exists. And even white exists because black exists.
Teach them.
The Bible teaches that it is from one blood that God created all nations.
Yes, sir.
The only blood that can do that is black
Right.
blood. Brown blood can't do it.
That's right.
Brown blood can produce everybody,
Yes, sir.
yellow and white.
Right. Except.
They can produce brown, they can produce yellow, they can produce white, and they can produce perhaps red. Perhaps. Because red is not independent.
Right.
Red is the mixing of the other races.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
That's what brown can't produce. Black.
Come on. Come on.
Yellow can produce yellow. Yellow can produce white.
Yes, sir.
Guess what two things yellow can't produce? Yellow cannot produce brown.
Right.
Yellow cannot produce black.
Teach. Teach them. Go ahead. Teach Elijah. That's what we're doing.
So brown can produce yellow and white,
Yes, sir.
but not black. Yellow can produce yellow and white,
Yes, sir. But not brown and black.
but it can't produce brown. It can't produce black.
Right.
Now I'm gonna start all over again.
Go ahead.
Brown can reproduce brown and produce yellow and white,
Yes, sir.
but it can't produce black.
Right.
Yellow can reproduce yellow and produce white, but it can't produce brown. It can't produce black.
Yes, sir. Come on.
So the blood of brown and the blood of yellow, neither one of them can produce all nations.
Come on.
Because there are nations of people that are not brown
Right.
and are not yellow.
Go ahead.
Talk back to me.
Go ahead, brother.
So all nations can't come from the blood of brown.
Right.
All nations can't come from the blood of yellow.
Right. Teach.
Now let's talk about white.
Oh, man. Get on.
Awesome, dude. Totally tubular.
Come on. The gnarly fella.
What? Let's talk about white. Now, you know, if we talk about white, we can't talk about jump.
Come on.
Because white man can't jump.
Damn.
Yeah, you can't talk about a lot of things when you talk about white. Sister, I don't know what you're doing with these white men, because they are not shamefully elongated.
They can't jump. Come on.
Y'all
Come on.
gonna get me for saying this, but they need to make another movie, White Men Can't Hump.
Hey, that's a good one. Come on, now.
Hey, money long.
Come on.
Talk black to me, and it's all as long as they money. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I can't tell you how many spam emails I get talking about enlarging
Right.
certain bodily.
Right.
I can't tell you.
Right.
I feel like sending them an email saying, yo, I'm black.
Right.
What, y'all thought I was white?
Wrong.
I'm black. I don't need this.
All right. Go ahead.
You want me to forward this to my white associates?
CC Bill.
What? Yeah, I'm a CC and BCC.
Right.
Biff, Chip, Chuck, and Larry.
Go ahead.
I don't need this. I'm a brother.
That's right.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Let's talk about white. White can reproduce white and not produce anything other than white. There's nothing beyond white that white can produce. The only thing that whites have ever produced in trying to produce anything other than self is the ape,
Go ahead.
the monkey family.
Go ahead.
That's all white has ever produced. And whenever I get so angry with you that I want to insult you, I want to piss you off, I want to do something that might have me and you tangling, because you done made me mad enough that I don't mind tangling with you.
Right.
Straight up. Old, short, skinny, and all.
Right.
You done pissed me the flock off and I'm ready to get with it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I start calling you monkeys. You don't know what I mean by that. And I know you don't know what I mean by that. I know you think I mean what the white man means when the white man says that. And I'm taking advantage of the fact that you think that's what I mean. Because I'm just trying to piss you off. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. But what I mean by that is, as the monkey family, the ape family,
Yes, sir.
is produced by the white race.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm saying you have been produced by the white race. You got a black body, yes, but you got a white head.
Go ahead.
The white man has done to your mind what he did to his body
That's right.
4,000 years ago.
That's right. Come on.
He tried to graft himself back to us, but he only got as far as the ape. And in changing you from what you used to be, he has made you like an ape. Are you listening to me?
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. In what way has he made you like the ape? As the ape is the decline, the devolution
Tell it.
of the white race. Hear me. As the ape represents the devolution of the white race.
Right.
The Negro, the nigger,
Yes, sir.
the colored boy, the colored girl
Yes, sir.
represents the devolution of the Asiatic black man.
Go ahead.
All praises to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
wait.
That's right.
There's a doctor named, I think Wesley, that wrote a book, From Niggers to Gods.
Yes, sir.
But the past 6,000 years of history has produced the need for a book called From Gods to Niggers.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
See, from God to nigger is from Muslim to monkey.
Go ahead.
From God to nigger is from Muslim to monkey.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Now, please.
You used to be a Muslim, but the white man has made you a monkey. Talk black to me.
That's right. Jeez.
What kind of monkey has he made you? Again, you react emotionally. When I say the white man has made you a monkey, I'm saying that the white man has caused your devolution
Go ahead.
as opposed to your evolution,
Listen.
evolution. Are you listening to me?
Come on, bro.
He stopped you from the course of development upwards, and he changed it, and you've been developing,
Yes, sir.
huh? Downwards. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
You used to be wealthy, now you're poor. You used to be educated, now you're dumb. Talk black to me. You used to be moral, now you're filthy.
Right.
Talk black to me. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You used to be powerful, now you're powerless. You used to rule the earth, now you're ruled
Think about it.
by a brand new race of people that just learned the earth yesterday.
Come on.
Are y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Africa used to be on top of the other continents. Now Africa is at the foot of the other continents.
Teach. Teach.
You have devolved.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You are no longer the top population of people on the planet.
Right.
You're the bottom rung of civilization now.
Right.
And since you have come from the top to the bottom, the term monkey applies to you. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Because the monkey used to be a man. What man? The Caucasian white man.
Right.
The monkey is the white man at his worst.
That's right.
The nigger is the black man at his worst. So if you call a nigger a monkey, what you saying?
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All you speaking to is a process. That's all you talking about.
That's right.
But see, the monkey can't become a white man no more. It's over. But a nigger can become God again.
Go ahead. That's right.
I want you to think about what I just said.
Come on. That's right.
A monkey can't become a cracker again. It's over with.
Oh,
Now that you're a monkey, that's it. That's all you can be. But if you a nigger, you can become God again.
go ahead.
That's not all you can be.
Come on.
And that's what the Nation of Islam is all about.
That's right.
The Nation of Islam is about reversing the process of becoming a nigger from God. We reverse that.
Right.
And we make you a God from nigger.
Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, once again,
Yes, sir.
let's get back to saying correct.
Go ahead, brother.
Why do I keep coming back to saying correct? Because I've been doing today what I did last week. I'm trying to make a point, but so many other things keep coming up. Listen. Let's leave the black in Islam, okay? The University of Sankore was an institution, an educational institution with respect to Islam that was so tight that non-black Muslims tried to play the black African Muslims in West Africa. But some of the top scholars of the Islamic world came to sub-Saharan Africa, the part of Africa that was so black you couldn't de-black it.
Oh, man. That's right.
And they said that the scholars, where am I getting this from? The memory that I just posted of that book I read last week
Yes, sir.
called African Dominion.
Yes, sir.
Right.
There we go.
They said that the scholars that were produced by the University of Sankore were of a level of scholarship above the other universities in Islam. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Scholars that went to Timbuktu from Persia, scholars that went to Timbuktu from other areas of the Islamic world said that the curriculum of the University of Sankore was so tough, it was so tight, that the scholars produced by other universities in the Islamic world was like, yo, we ain't up on all of this. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Stop taking the black out of Islam.
Go ahead.
It belongs there.
Go ahead.
gonna do it. Because they're the puppets and the tools of their enemies, the devils.
That's right, brother.
Talk black to me.
That is right, brother.
What the white man has done to black history, what the white man has done to black people, what the white man has caused all over the world, has produced a time in history that was prophesied by all of the prophets. What time is that? The time of the great separation and removal. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I need to make like it's Ramadan for a minute.
Yes, sir.
You know?
No, I just wanted to show that I just crushed it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I want to tell you what Islam does for the black man. You see the way I just shoved that thing.
Go ahead.
What you just saw me do to water, I used to do the 40s.
Right, right. I remember them days.
What you just saw me do to a 16-ounce cup of water, I used to do to a 40-ounce bottle of Old English 800 malt liquor. Take that joint, turn it up, and just
I knew you was gonna do the whole thing that way.
Ah,
until there wasn't nothing in it. Cause it tastes so damn bad, I had to chug it.
yeah. You can't sit.
I had to get it over with.
Yeah.
Cause I was trying to get high,
Right.
Toe up from the floor.
but I couldn't go in like rounds.
Right.
I couldn't drink it. Once I had a taste of it in my mouth, I couldn't mess with it no more. So the only way I was gonna get high was just turn it up and don't turn it back down until it's all gone. You all right?
Yes, sir.
So I done went from turning up 40s to turning up water. Islam, talk black to me.
Islam will do that.
You can't drink no 40 with the Quran,
It's not a good drinking part.
but you can drink a 40 with the Bible.
Right.
That's a fact.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That you can.
Are y'all listening to me?
Loud and clear, sir.
This book legalizes the sale and consumption of alcohol.
Church and state. That's right.
This book won't allow that.
Right. Mm.
Even the white man himself, in the message to the black man, the Ku Klux Klan man, said that the reason the black man shouldn't be a Muslim is because Muslims don't allow drinking and niggers like to get drunk.
Mm.
It's the Klan man talking. Okay, Klan man, when did niggers, quote unquote, start liking to get drunk?
Plantation. Mm.
When did that happen? What do niggers like to get drunk off of, Klan man?
Mm.
The alcohol that you, Klan man, legalize the sale and consumption of.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
That's right, bro.
You the Christian Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, but you have established a government that legalizes the manufacture, sale, and consumption of alcohol by the black man that you call niggers. Talk black to me. You take this Bible and put one hand on it and throw the other hand up in the air. You don't wave it like you just don't care. You just throw it in the air. And then you swear an oath of fealty to your government, and then exercise the office of your government by passing legislation to allow the manufacture, the sale or distribution and the consumption of alcohol that destroys tens, maybe even hundreds of millions of lives per year. I didn't say that kills that many. I said destroys their life. There is a type of life that's worse than death. Are you listening to me? Addiction is hell. Addiction is hell. It's a living hell to be addicted to something that is destroying you mentally and physically, but you can't stop it because you're addicted to it. Talk back to me.
Right, brother.
Depending on what you're addicted to, if you don't get it, you'll actually get sick. Hello? I was talking to a brother on the phone not too long ago from up in the area where I come from. Not here.
Okay.
When I say from the area that I come from, I'm not talking about from that area, but it's here now. No, I'm talking about somebody still there. I was talking to someone from that area who used to be hooked on heroin. And he was telling me how if you don't get that heroin, you'll get sick. You'll actually get sick. Are you listening to me? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. See, that's a living hell. You're alive, but the quality of your life is such that you almost, if not actually, would be better off dead. Especially if you truly desire to get off of it, but you just can't find the strength.
Right.
That's hell, brother. That's hell. Are you listening to me?
That's good.
There are so many people whose life has been destroyed by alcohol, it ain't funny.
No, real. That's real.
They literally can't function because of that damn liquor. Talk back to me.
Right, yeah, brother.
Alcohol has destroyed their life. And the manufacturers, the distributors, and the legislators that make it possible for alcohol to destroy the lives that it destroys on the scale of such destruction. It's all made possible with this book right here. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. But wherever you find this book strong on the set, you find the power of alcohol to destroy life waning or destroyed altogether. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
This book reduced alcohol consumption on the peninsula of Arabia to the point that it was like, damn, can a nigga get a drink? Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Arabs used to get lit
That's right.
during the time of Muhammad.
Right.
Arabs used to get lit during the time of Muhammad. But after the revelation of this Quran through Muhammad, you looked around and just in 2 decades, just 20 years, this book eliminated alcoholism. This book eliminated alcohol consumption. Talk black to me. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
We are living in the time as I begin to close. Y'all can't believe I'm beginning to close already, right? Like, well, dang, you just got up there. We're living in the time as I begin to close of the great separation and removal. The great separation and removal. It's a great separation coming. It's already beginning the process right now.
Come on.
It begins with a message. Well, if it begins with a message, then it begins with a messenger. Right or wrong?
Come on.
You can't have a message without a messenger.
That's right.
When somebody tells you particular news and you get mad and go off on them, there's a saying, don't kill the messenger.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Right, exactly, sir.
You don't have a message without a messenger. The great separation and removal begins as a message, which means it begins with a messenger.
Come on.
Now, if it begins as a message, then it begins among a people. Because if it begins as a message, it begins with a messenger, and a messenger is a person. So it begins with a person with a message to a people.
Right.
Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Now we got to find what person does this great separation and removal begin with? And what is the message that that person has?
Come on.
What people does that great separation and removal begin with? Because that's the people that that message is to. Now, I'm taking you along that journey of logic and reasoning because I'm holding a book called Message to the Black Man in America. This ain't no message to no white man. This ain't no message to no brown man. This ain't no message to no red man or no yellow man. This is a message to the black man. Now, the black man is everywhere, isn't he? But this ain't no message to the black man everywhere, is it?
No, sir.
This is a message to the black man in America. Talk black to me.
Right.
Which means this message is from, not ultimately from, it would be better to say that this message is through a black person in America. A black messenger in America has a message to the black people of America. Are y'all following this line of reason?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, if a message requires a messenger and a receiver, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
It's got to be received by somebody.
Come on.
It's got to be delivered by somebody, right or wrong?
That's right.
Right, exactly, sir.
Okay. Where does the message come from? We know where the message goes to. It's a message to the black man. Well, who is it a message from? Is it a message from the black man? Or is it a message from the light, right, and damn near white man?
Black man.
See, because the Kemetics, the Hebrews, the Afrocentrics, they all want to, and the devils, they all want the message of Islam to be a message from somebody other than the black man.
Right.
Are you listening to me? They don't care if it's a message to the black man, But they don't want you to consider it a message from the black man. They want to take the black out of Islam. Are you listening to me?
Right.
Let me make it very plain to you. If you don't take the black out of Islam,
No good. Right.
you may end up with all the blacks in Islam. The more blacks you have in Islam, the less zinc, cobalt, manganese, coffee, rubber,
Gold.
coltan,
Yeah.
gold,
Diamonds,
diamonds, you name it. We cannot let the black population of Africa, which is our resource basket, we cannot let the blacks of Africa in Islam, especially not a black militant Islam. Are you listening to me? Because if you allow a black revolutionary Islam to sweep the continent of Africa, that's the end of us getting the resources of Africa for damn near nothing and making the capitals of Europe a heaven for us white folks, while the lands of Africa are a hell for black folks. Are you listening to me? If Africa becomes the nation of Islam, do you think the white man can just come in there and get what he wants? I want you to think about it. The white man knows we don't worship him. We don't think he's superior to us. And if he wants something from us, he can only get it on our terms. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
We are not the kind of people that'll let the white man rape us and rob us of our resources. We're not like that. And that's why the white man doesn't want us to have any resources. That's why black nationalism must be eliminated from black Islamic expression in America. Are you listening to me?
Yes,
Sir.
The white man cannot allow the nation of Islam to ever get any of this good earth that we can call our own, because we demand that that land be fertile. We demand that land be minerally what?
Rich.
Rich. Well, if we got land that's fertile and the white man needs the agricultural resources, can he rape us and rob us of them?
No, sir.
Well, then we can't be on no damn land, brother, that is rich in agricultural resources. Because we them niggas ain't gonna let the white man just come snatch it.
Gotcha.
We can't be allowed, the nation of Islam, to be on no land that's minerally rich. What the white man need to stay on top? Minerals. That's what gold is. Silver, zinc, manganese, copper. Mineral. Well, we, the nation of Islam, is them niggas that the white man can't come and get them damn minerals from for nothing. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
But punk Muslims will let it go down.
Right.
Militant revolutionary Muslims won't. Are you listening to me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So you can go to a punk Muslim country and get their oil. You can go to a punk Muslim country or a non-Muslim country that's black, and you can get their agricultural and mineral resources for damn near nothing. But you can't do that if the nation of Islam is the nation that governs that earth, that land. So we cannot allow the nation of Islam to expand to the point that it covers and governs land with enough agricultural and mineral resources that we white folks need. Because them niggas ain't gonna let us get off on them. What other niggas who don't think like them will. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So you gotta understand why the black nationalism of the Nation of Islam is something that has to be eliminated.
Mm.
And only the spirituality of Islam left to remain.
Mm.
Isn't that what the FBI file said?
Mm.
It didn't say stop them from being Muslims. Let them niggas be Muslims. But the black nationalism, that has to go.
Mm. Mm.
Why? Our movement, listen, our movement represents the potential of controlling resources, agricultural and mineral, that the white man cannot allow black people to control if they think like us.
That's right, brother.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We got to stop being so emotional.
Right.
Because we think everything is emotional. Like the white man don't want us to be Nation of Islam because we hurt his feelings by calling him devil. There are resources involved, genius. There is the potential of the loss of trillions of dollars in resources.
Mm.
A message, just a message, represents the potential of trillions of dollars of resources, poof, going away. Because if that message is received and accepted and spreads wide enough, it will cover enough land with enough resources to amount to trillions of dollars that I, the white man, will lose.
Mm.
So I got to fight that message with another message, which means I got to find some other messengers besides that messenger. Are you listening to me? I got to change the message to protect my bag.
Mm.
Because this message right here, this message will mess with my bag.
Go ahead.
But see, we don't think about the bag aspect of this message.
Mm.
We only thinking about how the white man feels about us calling him devils.
Right, right, right.
We are just strictly emotional, so we think the white man is strictly emotional. We're not looking at it geopolitically, because we're not geopolitical. We just a bunch of emotional Negroes.
Mm.
Talk black to me. Geopolitics ain't part of our life.
Mm.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We don't follow geopolitics. We follow sports.
Mm.
We follow entertainment. You thinking about somebody's stats that play for a football team. You thinking about somebody's stats that plays for a basketball team. Talk black to me. You might even be thinking about how many base hits, home runs, and strikeouts somebody got in baseball. It's all sports and entertainment. You thinking about the artists that are signed with a particular label. You thinking about the songs that are sung or rapped by a particular artist. We thinking Negro stuff. No more Negro stuff. Revolution is the solution.
No.
You thinking Negro stuff.
Come on.
But the people who control the economics of your own hoods, they think geopolitics. And that's why the economics of your black hoods are not controlled by you.
Mm. Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
Yes,
Sir.
You only got a few artists that control their own music. Ain't that right, Brother Gerard?
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir.
We don't control nothing.
Start controlling your masters.
You don't control your masters.
Mm.
Right or wrong?
Right. Right.
But happy about the few dollar bills you making with your damn song, but you don't control the masters. Talk black to me. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. This message is dangerous as hell because it starts out with a little bald head nigga yelling in a damn near empty room at some telephone cameras. But if it spreads, if it's accepted, if it's respected, if it's received, it represents the potential of controlling trillions of dollars in mineral and agricultural resources. The white man thinks way down the line. The white man is looking at Cotan and looking at Eric and saying, hell no, Shawty. The white man is looking at zinc, manganese, and cobalt and then looking back at Eric and saying, oh, hell no, Shawty. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
He is not going to allow a message through Elijah Muhammad taught by no Eric Muhammad or nobody other than Eric Muhammad to ever spread wide enough, be received wide enough to gain control of resources valuable enough to change the global power dynamic in this world. Are you listening to me?
You can't stop.
Damn right he can't stop it. So the white man needs Saudi Arabia. The white man needs Jordan. The white man needs the United Arab Emirates. The white man needs Bahrain. The white man needs the pump, puppet, sucker Muslim countries of the Middle East. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
That want to make friends with them and make friends with Israel in order to make friends with them.
Yes, sir.
Y'all with me so far?
Yes,
Sir.
You have pump, puppet, peckerwood loving Muslim nations, the ones I just named and some other ones too,
Yep.
who are so anxious to be friends with America. America, in order to grant them the friendship and the protection that they want America to protect them. Okay, listen. I know this lecture is getting long, but try to stay with me. Listen. You go to jail. You're a punk. What you need if you're a punk? Protection. Right or wrong?
On city, yep.
You need protection. So whoever's strong in the prison, you want to join up with them, right or wrong?
Right.
So you can be protected, right? Well, it's the same thing in the Middle East. You got some bouted Muslims in the Middle East that pump peckerwood loving Muslims need protection from. They need the peckerwood to protect them from the ones that spout that life.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
So Buster Muslims want to be protected by gangster Muslims. And so the Buster punk Muslims look to America to protect them. Protect them from who? The gangster Muslims. Are you with me? America says, in order for me to grant you the friendship and protection that you're looking for, I need you to normalize relations with Israel. Are y'all following me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I learned this from Sammy Hamdi. See, I'm that guy that I don't do people like they do me. I'll give a lecture and drop some serious jewels, and somebody will watch it, get the jewels, and do their own thing, never give me the credit. And by never giving me the credit that I deserve for the lectures that I give, it makes you think I don't have the impact that I do have, that I don't have the power that I do have. You don't think that these lectures are what they actually are because so many people are getting from it and using it to build their ish, but not giving me no credit for it. I don't do that. I'm telling you where I get it from. All right. So they say, all right, I'll protect you from the gangster Muslims, the Houthis, Iraqi resistance, Hezbollah, Hamas, Iran. Talk black to me. I will protect you from the Shia crescent that surrounds you and that would like to take a nice bite out of you for being the punk Muslim that you are. I'll protect you. But what I need you to do is, I need you to normalize your relations with Israel. See, all of y'all started out not recognizing the state of Israel because you know it's really Palestine.
Right.
And that these European Jews have come into Palestine, murdered the Palestinians, driven them off their land, and made it Israel. And that's not cool. What they doing to your Muslim brother, that's not right. So you don't recognize what they did. So you don't recognize the state of Israel, and you're always looking for a way to destroy it. Well, what I need you to do, Muslims, to get my protection from the ones that are gangster enough to hold the line. You sold out. They holding the line. What I need you to do is this. I need you to recognize Israel as a country. Recognize its right to exist. Normalize relations with them. Integrate your economy with them. Help Israel survive. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
That's what's going on over there. Now, that's the situation, okay? So, they do this, and Israel is assisted. The Houthis create a navigational blockade against Israel for what they're doing to Palestine. Damn UAE, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, they help the damn Jews by establishing a land route so that the stuff they can't get by sea, they can get it. Fix that. Turn it. Yeah, there you go. So that they can get it over land instead of the water. They're literally helping Israel to survive. Without their help, so much that Israel needs, they wouldn't receive. The war would be over now. Are you listening to me? Even Turkey talking all that smack.
Right.
Some of the oil is still reaching Israel through Turkey.
Dang.
While they're saying Muslims need to totally do no trade with Israel. Are you listening to me? But hell, Turkey is a NATO country. What does that tell you?
Yeah, America got it.
See, all of this is complex. And it's something we ain't trying to spend no time learning about. We want to learn about football, basketball, all kinds of stupid Negro stuff. We ain't got time for the stuff I'm talking right now. The stuff I'm talking right now is boring, niggas. This is the part of the lecture that they wish I would just shut up and stop. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Mm.
But it's necessary to deal with in a subject called the Great Separation and Removal.
Mm.
The point that I am making is this. These punk countries in Islam
Mhm.
have also participated in the destruction of the nation of Islam.
Mm.
Are you listening to me?
Okay. Mm.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir. Mm.
Because the white man needs them to normalize his relations with Israel, but not normalize, not have no ties with the nation of Islam.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Mhm.
When you see them having a summit and inviting Iran and talking about normalizing relations with Iran, well, having a normalized relation of Muslim brother with the nation of Islam is the same thing. What does Iran call America? The great what? Satan.
Mhm.
Well, what does the nation of Islam call the whole white race? Satan.
Right.
Talk back to me.
That's right.
So just like they don't want our Muslim brothers in the Middle East to mess with Iran, they don't want them to mess with the nation of Islam. Do you understand?
Mm. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got these Muslim countries over there that are about that life, sitting on trillions of dollars in oil reserves.
Mhm.
That's a problem. They don't want as much oil as Iran sits on top of to be ruled by a revolutionary Islamic government.
Mm.
Well, what happens when the nation of Islam spreads its message wide enough to where you got enough black people sitting on enough oil, sitting on enough diamonds, sitting on enough zinc, cobalt, manganese, coltan, coffee, rubber, you name it. What happens when enough black people are sitting on enough resources and their minds, their thinking is revolutionary Islamic, black revolutionary Islamic? We gotta stop that now. So here come Orthodox Muslims with their punkified, watered down message of Islam. Talking about we practice shirk. All them dumbbells are thinking about is a damn prayer rug and a kufi. They think this is the difference between falafel and damn pizza.
Mm. Mm.
No! This is the difference between the control of trillions of dollars in resources or the absence thereof.
Go ahead. Mm.
That's what this is about.
Mm.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Mm.
Nobody got time for your kufi and slide wearing behind with that germ catching crap on your face.
Mm.
Talking about no damn true Islam, Aqeed, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Nobody got time for that mess. You want to have a stupid argument about Juma.
Mm.
That ain't what this is about.
Mm.
The message we represent will change the power dynamic across the world.
That's right. Mm.
That's what this is about.
Mhm.
You take it for a joke because you a joke yourself. This is a message this Quran says that is a message of great importance. 1400 years ago, it was what Prophet Muhammad was teaching. 1400 years later, it's the message to the black man of another Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad.
That's right.
It is the message of the greatest importance that this world has ever received. Because like he said in his Uline Arena speech, his mission is a very important mission. It's a mission that will bring about a turning point in history. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The white man knows that. We think it's just some Muslim stuff.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, as I am going to close now, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said of us, he said, you don't know. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, sir. You don't know.
Elijah Muhammad said, you black man, you black woman, don't know. Don't know what? He said, you don't know how precious you are in the sight of God.
That's what he said, bro.
You don't know how precious you are in the sight of God. Do Arabs know how precious we are in the sight of God? Do Turks know how precious we are in the sight of God? Do Lebanese? Do Emiratis? Do Bahrainis? Do Omanis? Do Iranians? Do Pakistani? Do Moroccans, Algerians, Tunisians, Libyans, Egyptians, Sudanese? You name it. Who in the Islamic world knows how precious the black man in America is in the sight of God?
No.
Do Russians know how precious we are in the sight of God? Do Chinese know how precious we are in the sight of God? I'm saying to all of the students of the geopolitics that make up this world, do any of you know how precious the black man is in the sight of God?
Go ahead.
We are the key to the geopolitical developments of the whole world, and nobody knows that.
Come on.
So you will never solve the problems of this world when you don't know what the core issue is that has produced these problems.
That's right.
The core issue of the messenger said, after saying, you don't know how precious you are in the sight of God, he said, you don't know that you are the problem of the whole world. We are the whole world's problem. He then said, until your problem is solved.
No problem. Right.
Kurds got a problem, but solving their problem ain't gonna help nothing. Talk black to me. Are y'all listening?
Yes, sir.
Palestinians got a problem. You can two states solve it all the hell you want, and ain't nothing gonna be solved.
Right.
Talk black to me. Uyghurs got a problem in China, and you can solve it all the hell you want, and you ain't gonna change nothing. Talk black to me.
That's up.
Who else got problems? You got all kinds of groups that got problems in all kinds of countries. Right or wrong?
Right, exactly, sir.
And everybody thinks that everybody's problem is so damn important geopolitically in the world. Nobody knows, though, how precious we are in the sight of God. Nobody knows that it's us, the black man in America, that is the problem of the whole world. Nobody knows, as Elijah Muhammad teaches us, that until our problem is solved, nothing will be done for anybody. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
And because nobody knows this, everybody just looks over us at everything else and everybody else that's going on. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
And that's why we fulfill what was written in the scripture, that the stone that the builders what?
Rejected.
Rejected. But that same stone is the what? Head stone of the corner. Talk back to me.
Go ahead.
The headstone of the corner is rejected by the builders of the building, that it is the headstone of the corner of.
Go ahead.
It's rejected. You'll never complete that building until that stone is put in its place. With that stone. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all black stones. My niggas that is black stones in Chicago. Look here. We are that stone. You call yourself black stones, or at least did. You call yourself black stones as if vice lords ain't black stones. As if gangster disciples ain't black stones. As if Bloods ain't black stones, Crips ain't black stones. Look, all of us are black stones.
That's right.
Not in the sense of gang affiliation. We are the stone that the builders rejected in the Bible that is to be the headstone of the corner, and we black. Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All of this that is going on in the world is under the control and direction of a single individual. His name is Wallace Farad Muhammad.
Come on. Come on.
He is God in person. Elijah Muhammad is his messenger.
Go ahead.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
And his message is the message that contains the key to the problems of the entire world.
Come on.
Nobody's talking about solving our problem. The Bible talks about it. The Bible calls that problem a baby that either has to or has come to birth. All right? At least in a sense. It's a baby that has come to birth. But ain't nobody cut the cord. Ain't nobody cleaned the baby off. Ain't nobody made sure the baby was all right. I wish I knew how to say it the way the Bible says it. But it talks about this baby who comes to birth, but ain't no postnatal care of the baby. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The baby being born and not receiving any postnatal care that a baby is supposed to receive is the metaphorical picture of a people being freed from chattel slavery, but not being given what they need. Land is the basis of freedom. We were so-called freed from slavery and not given any land. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
We are a people who have been so-called freed from slavery. So in that sense, we're a baby born. But postnatal care of our birth from slavery into so-called freedom would involve government. It would involve some of this earth we could call our own. It would involve education and training, re-education, retraining. Are you listening to to me.
Yes, sir.
That's talked about in the Bible in the form of pouring oil in a wound, bounding up the wound, putting the wounded on a donkey, taking the donkey to an innkeeper, paying the innkeeper 2 pence.
Mm.
All of it ties together, but the world rejects the message that ties it all together.
Come on, brother Miss. Mm.
And because the world rejects the message that ties it all together, the problem that will solve the world's issues, for lack of a better term, the message, I will say, that will solve the world's problem, it just leaves the problems unsolved because it's being rejected until your problem is solved. So teaches the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. What problem is that? Until your problem of separation, independence, and nationhood, until your problem is solved, you are restored. There'll be nothing done for anyone. You want to stop the genocide in Palestine? Solve the black man's problem in America. You want to stop all the other problems going on in the world? Solve the problem of the black man in America. Stop looking past us. Stop making us a stone that you builders reject. Stop fighting the message of Elijah Muhammad that has proven to be that message that brings about the greatest level of reform of black people in America. Stop fighting it. Help it. Assist it. Promote it. Support it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Help the black man rise. In Islam, you have the history of Prophet Muhammad directing the 4 leaders of 4 tribes, I believe. I don't know all that orthodox stuff. All I know is they had issues. Prophet Muhammad was like, look, I'll solve the whole thing. You take that corner of the car, you take that corner, you take that corner, you take this corner, and all of you together lift up the stone and place it where it belongs. That part, you know how we say that part right there?
Yeah.
That part right there speaks to the geopolitical issues that the world faces today. From the 4 corners of the earth, there must come the assistance of taking the black man, lifting him up from where we are now and putting him in his rightful place. That will bring about the turning point in history that's needed to restore peace to the peace-loving people of this earth. The great separation and removal. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum. All praises due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.